What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, we have a weird looking kind of Ghostycat hero in the portal in the Wilderness Summon, which I'm assuming is our latest WildCats hero. And to be honest, I kind of like the way he looks. His alter ego definitely looks like the angry cat, and his regular one, it kind of reminds me of that other hero that we just had in the Insanity portal, where he's kind of at death's door and then the ghost is like, you know, like a different character altogether. But hopefully this hero is going to be a lot better than that one, because he was pretty trash. So trash, in fact, that I'm trying to forget his name, and I completely have. So IMAGUS or IMAGUS is our newest hero. We'll jump right into the Wilderness Summon portal now. And have a look at him. And also, we have a bloody costume for our super elemental ROZ, and she is looking absolutely swanky. I really dig it, honestly. Like, that is awesome. We will get to that in just a moment, but first, the main event. So the Wilderness Summon is open for business. We have heroes in here that are not of the Fawns family at all. As is normal. This was the dude, Leonard was the dude I was thinking of. He's absolute monster. Fast speed sniper, 500% damage to the target. That's surge bleed damage, increasing damage from the ailments as well. Resists healing and receives damage per resisted healing. I mean, we haven't seen that since Mistweaver, I think. Was the last hero from the Covenant portal, and that was ages ago. And then we've got Gurik, so slimy dude. He's pretty good, kind of a weird sort of all over the place kind of hero, but really nice booster for your team, increases attack and mana gen, and gives the slime revive status. And then Ceres, who is a brute of note, from the Astral Dwarves, and of course that passive with resisting the mega minions as well. And now we have this weird looking kitty. So of course IMAGUS is going to be of the WildCat family, so they get a bonus from a single hero upwards. They get a 5, 10 or 15% chance to dodge special skills. Each special skill they dodge damages the attacker for 100, 200 or 300 damage. Family bonus is not that great. Passives, 9 lives. This one is pretty brutal. So when defeated, the character has an 80% chance to revive at the beginning of the next turn with 50% health and 80% mana. And this can activate up to 9 times. So it's really annoying. The chance to revive is reduced on each activation, and it can't be prevented with status, ailments, or passive skills. So yeah, you're shit out of luck if you're going against these guys. You want to kind of leave them to last and then kind of deal with them on their own. I'd hate to feel what it would feel like to go up against a team with multiple WildCats heroes in, and then everybody can revive and get this 9 lives. I think that may well be where we get to, and that may well be a point where, you know, it breaks the meta, and then we need to think about counters to this passive, because that seems to me like a real, like at the moment it's kind of a minor annoyance because you only ever have one of these heroes, but when it comes to the point where there's 5 of them, yeah, good luck. Now they get the lithe frame trait. So this one I'm not the hugest fan of, because it means the character's not affected by effects that increase or reduce defense. So you cannot give them defense up. This includes status effects, buffs, and ailments. It includes positive and negative stacks, and it also includes growth and weather. So you cannot affect them with any of those effects. You can't increase the attack. You can't increase the defense or reduce the defense. So what you see as far as defense is concerned, that is what it is. So yeah, it's kind of good, but it's also kind of bad. And that's why they call it a trait rather than anything else. I'm sure we'll probably see more of these in the future. Boosted regen on the Ether talent. Nothing really to talk about there. 300 boosted health over 6 turns is kind of nothing. Stats wise, let me switch that off. 1221. So really in keeping with where we need to be at the moment, although we are a lot further forward than where we would have liked to have been by this point. But the attack for IMAGUS, I don't know whether to say IMAGUS or IMAGUS. I'm going to go with IMAGUS. So the attack for IMAGUS is 1227, defense of 1312, and HP of 2142. Obviously a very stocky hero, more defensive, which is interesting. So special skill is called Feline Constellation, and IMAGUS is running at average speed. So first of all enemies get negative 400 attack as a wither effect, and all enemies get negative 80% decrease for any healing received for 4 turns. Okay, this effect cannot be cleansed. That's very strong. There are not many heroes with that kind of an effect where there's a where there's that big of a decrease for healing that can't be cleansed, and a big reduction on the attack. Then IMAGUS lifts the latest cleansable status element from all allies and randomly distributes them on enemies, okay? And cleanses status elements from all allies at the end of each turn for 4 turns. Okay, right. This hero's kind of weird because it doesn't actually do anything in terms of what you want. When I say what you want, there's no healing, there's no damage, there is just the wither effect and then the decrease for healing received and cleansing that is going on. There's no primary effect, is what I call that, the healing or damage dealing, and that is how you win battles or how you kind of survive. You don't survive by reducing the attack of your enemy, although it does help, and you don't survive by making sure that your enemy can't heal if you're not dealing out any damage, although it does help. So yeah, I kind of don't like this, to be honest. Like, I feel like this is how Fuller was. When Fuller was released into the portal, she had this kind of a skill where there was no primary effect, and it really just didn't work. So I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say it right now. I don't think this is going to be a very impactful hero. You've got the Garrison Guard heroes that can completely destroy Wither, so kind of forget about it because it doesn't really matter that much. And then the negative decrease for healing received, yeah, it's strong because it can't be cleansed. And this hero is annoying because they keep reviving. But, you know, as long as you're not taking too many status elements, you'll probably be fine, to be honest. I mean, you wouldn't be scared of a team full of these guys if you had a Garrison Guard. So, yeah, I'm not seeing it. Honestly, I'm not seeing it. I'm a bit disappointed in IMAGUS because I kind of wanted to like it. And it's got nothing to do with the ghost either. So what the heck is up with the picture? Anyways, let's move away from this hero because I don't like hating on cats because I kind of like cats. I love cats, to be fair, but not this one, even though he's super cute. Yeah, I would say any of the other heroes in this portal are going to be a good pull, though. If you do pull IMAGUS, then commiserations to yourself. We've got the Super Elemental portal as well. So obviously we have a costume for ROZ. ROZ is a really, really solid hero, was always a solid sniper because she increases, well, I say sniper, but based on how many tiles there are on the board, how many nature tiles, she can actually be a hit-all hero. And in the old costume, it was 530% damage to the target. If there was 6 or more nature shields, then the damage gets dealt to the target nearby, 12 or more, and then every single enemy on the board every single enemy is going to get 530% damage, and she's running at fast speed. So the potential for an absolutely crazy hit at fast speed, obviously if you get a decent board, that is. As far as the family bonuses and stuff like that, I mean, the Super Elemental family bonus with the power gems, we all know that by now. The troop mastery is strong, so the hero's troops deal extra damage against the weaker element, so they deal an extra 100% damage. That's always something that's quickly forgotten about with these Super Elemental heroes, which I think is very, very strong. But let's have a look what they've done with the costume. So first of all, like I said, I love the art. She just reminds me of, I think, like, she looks like Pink, doesn't she? But like she's just having a freaking good time, right? And I do like it. It's a bit more comical, you know, we're, you know, showing a bit of attitude, which is decent. So she's changed around class from Ranger to Rogue. Rogue obviously gives her the chance to dodge, which is pretty decent. So she can get out of a sticky situation, and it probably makes her slightly better on defense. But I like the bypass that she gets because obviously she's dealing a boatload of damage. You just don't want that coming back on you. So potentially we could be losing out a little bit in the class side. Costume bonuses. pushing her stats up to 1600 team power. We've got attack and defense bonuses of 29%, health of 30%, and mana of 5%. So you're going to be able to speed her up to no end as well. She doesn't have the right class to be like super fast, but you can still speed her up with that mana bonus and potentially a bard or the right troops. Right, let's move on to the special. You can see she's got a humongous attack stat there, 1770, defense is 1557, and health 32. Can't even believe it, man. And then she benefits from the attack up on the ether talent, so an extra 20% attack at the start of each battle for 6 turns. So her special now, called Sonic Infusion Arrow, it was Elemental Infusion. So she's running at fast speed, deals 540% damage to the target. Now, if there are 5 or more nature shields on the board, the damage is dealt to the target nearby. So before it was 6 or more. Now you only need 5 nature shields on the board, and it's a higher percentage of damage. And then at the second bit, it says if there are 10 or more nature shields, which is a lot more likely than 12. I know it's only 2, but that's a big difference. Then the damage is going to be dealt to all enemies. So yeah, 540% damage to all enemies running at fast speed with these kind of stats. She's going to be an awesome hero. Like, she is all about doing one thing and doing it well. Like I said before, I do think that you may well be losing out a little bit in terms of the class, but making it so that the nature shields are only 5 needed or 10 needed rather than 6 or 12, it's definitely worth using her in the costume version. So humongous congratulations if you do manage to pull her. She's about 1,000,000 times better than this hunk of trash. So huge congratulations if you do manage to pull her. In fact, let's do one now. I've got a chest to open. So yeah, come on, Roz. She's coming. I can feel it. It's been a long time since I... Oh, no. Oh, no. Right, at least I got a trainer hero, so we'll take that. Right, yeah, I mean, the odds in this portal are terrible. Just by the way, legendary featured is 0.5%, which is terrible. And then the legendary event heroes are 0.1%. But yeah, if you want to get your hands on Roz, you're probably better off waiting for a feature in a wilderness or a covenant summon. But yeah, she is absolutely amazing. So congratulations if you do manage to pull her. Now, with all of that being said, I want to hear from you guys. So let me know what you think about IMAGUS, this waste of a hero, honestly, and what you guys think about the new costume for Roz. Please do let me know in the comments what you guys think about them. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, especially about this one, because like I said, I just don't get it. Do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't subscribed already and you don't want to miss anything in the future. Share it with your mother, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.